concrete beam. And again, as I mentioned yesterday, you will reinforce the sometimes necessary if your tension steel is not enough to reinforce the beam. And then in some cases, your cross section will be limited in such a way that your compression block would become very small. And that in that case, you're going to need to add a reinforcement in order for your compression block, and as I help from your compression steel. Okay, so the analysis is still the same, with respect to the singly reinforced na still we are going to use a stress block, and then we're going to investigate also the strain, in order for us to solve for our MN and MN or the steel area required for your beam, both for the tension and the compression. So basically, you have here your cross section reinforced again, one in the tension side and one in the compression side. And this stress diagram here is from your single reinforce, in which again you have your with the block here A, then this one is pointing to C prime, and then you're going to get the resultant of that as your C, or big C, and then this one is your ES and Y for your tension steel. But for double reinforced, naka-changes din by sa notations, so for this stress diagram, for example, we are not denoting this as C sub 1 or C. We then put this as C, and then tining isa would be your C prime. It depends on the reference, but it should be the same, because we are now treating our single reinforced as the original section of our beam. Okay, and then this will of course carry a certain amount of moment, compute last time, compute the moment. However, that moment is maxed out. For double reinforced beam, that moment is a maxed out moment, in terms of the of our double reinforced. So kung ay excess, okay, that excess moment, for example, 1,000 at ganun po tayo, 1,165. So for example, 1,165 ang yan dapat i-carry, okay? Pero ang kaya ron sa atong single reinforce is, let's just say 1,000, So whatever the excess here, would be calculated using this strain diagram. So in this case, ay 165 na salin. Yung 165, mo dapat gagawin aning atong compression steel. And then the stress diagram for that is, we have our C2, okay, this is our compression steel, and of course this is our tension steel. This time, this is for the tension 2 na yan, okay. So just to clarify lang, this C here is for the concrete, okay, concrete na siya na stress block. This one here is for the steel na siya, this is for the compression steel. And together, they will actually help your section to carry the total mm required by your beam. Okay. Now we go back to the strain diagram. Okay, so I think you're very familiar with this. So we all know that this is 0.003. Is the crushing strain of your concrete. Okay, kung ano yan to, compression block here. It should be the concrete. Okay, and then we all know that this one here should be ito greater than 0.005 for a ductile section. Okay? But in addition, since na naman tayo reinforcing here sa itong compression zone, so we will also investigate the strain in our compression zone. So that is the strain of your steel. No? Steel, naka-prime lang siya no? to denote niya para na siya sa atong compression steel. The same reactor, no? You will have the strain of our steel, no? Which is presumably, or what we want is to greater siya sa atong minimums no? Para ductile ang atong section. Okay? So there are some things that I need to add lang. No? So we all know that this is our limit no? For our strain. Okay? And then we have derived that this one from our strain diagram, in which 3/70 ang atong C, which is specifically is your C max. No? But this is under yield condition. Yield condition. Pwede yapon. Pwede ito yapon siya. Pero, there's also another strain no, in which purely ductile din ang atong section. So, ductile din. So, therefore, this will proceed to the tension control. So, for tension control, the limit is for our strain, but the minimum strain required is 0.005. And then when you do similar triangles in our strain diagram, you come up with this equation here. So that's 3/8. We can also call this our C max. Okay? But this time, this C max now is for tension control na section. So kanina is just our test if we will cut steel. But if we really want for our beam, no, especially for double reinforced beam, to be in ductile condition or tension control, we are going to use our strain at 0.005, which our C max is at 3/8. Okay? So the same yapon, we will have summation of forces for our stress diagram. So we have C equals to T for equilibrium. And then some changes lang, we have our C1 plus C2. Okay? T1, T2 is collectively your T, no? Your tension steel. Okay? And that is denoted as T is 1, no? Sa subgroups. Kailan mo kalihog ha, yung na-interchange sa mga sa na to notation. But ang meaning is the same now. That's for the resistance. Okay, so C1 here is for your compression sa inyong stress block. So you have your 0.55 FC prime AB. So this is your B, and then effectively here, this is your A, and then 0.85 FC prime. And then plus your compression steel. No? So notice na area of the steel na siya. No? So pwede niya pa ito na siya i-denote as is prime to be consistent with the other factors there. I mean, other terms there. Okay, so this is for the concrete. This one is for the steel. Okay, so ES times your Fy supposedly, but that's actually the stress of our steel. So notice na I minus 0.25 Fc prime. Nasa nakita? So actually, ang nakita po ma'am, no, we all know that our concrete is very good in compression. And then for single reinforced, of course, wala siya na kulangan. However, for double reinforced, na may isubsob niya na kabilyan. So that's no longer concrete. So basically, nahustot yung concrete, yung compression zone. Okay, hindi po yan ay steel. Okay, so that's why naka-minus din. Naka-minus dyan. This is for the displaced concrete, no, sa imong section, or this specifically sa imong compression zone. And then for the P, no, that's for the tension steel. We have this. Okay, so that's basically the working equation for our WRC. Of course, no, vary lang na siya later, depende sa notations or depende sa given. But the idea is, for a doubly reinforced, no, like MN as total, so you have your MN1 for singly, and then MN2 for the excess, no, excess na moment, and then together, you should be able to have nominal moment for the required moment. Okay, so for this equation here, we have some assumptions. No? So the assumptions really is your steel is yielding. No? So the stress of your steel is greater than the yield strength of steel. So that's why it's yielding. This is for tension, and then this is for the compression. So the same yaman of that yield na yapon na FS na ato ni siya FY is the kuan ano ato 240A. The FS is the actual stress of your steel. So FS in terms of strain. So dito E is equals to something like that for that. But yeah, that's the FS. So basically that's the actual stress of your steel here. Before pa siya supposedly nag-yield. Okay? So the value of that should be greater than your yield strength of your steel. Okay? Para matawag nato siya as nag-yield. We have in our examples, no, we have computed or we have investigated if our steel is yielding if this one is mononomial 3 minus C over 1, but sa ganito i-multiply niya siya o 200,000. This is your strain with cross bias. Is over T, so T. I forgot. That's the strain. So, ato lang iklaro niya, no? Kaya yung mga value na atong stress. Stress ni siya because it's denoted as F man. So, dili na siya kung MC over I. The MC over I is for the cross-section of your concrete. Okay. Next is we're going to solve for our A and C, no, as we have solved dahil sa atong previously, no, sa atong series course. And then we need to verify our assumptions. This one is really correct. And then after that, we're going to solve for the MN1. Of course, you will be forced to solve this because this is the capacity of your singly reinforced. And then again, for your, and you need to solve also for your MN2 because this is the capacity of your compression steel. Okay, steel man siya, nakakagay sa prime there. And then basically the total of this is the total nominal moment of your beam. Okay? But how do we assess if it's really a totally reinforced or just a singly reinforced? No, because as I said yesterday, we only want to target it as a singly reinforced. Again, there are times in which and in our previous discussions, we already have a test, no? So ito, if C less than C mass, it's actually singly, no? So atong C nga ma-compute is katong 3/7D, no? So but that's just actually for the yield condition. So So in our discussion right now, we're actually going to use the 3/3 D, no? And that's of course to target the intention control the condition, okay? Especially if it's now doubly reinforced. We still want our doubly reinforced beam to be ductile, no? Para kapag kung bend na siya una, mag-crack, ay natin ang iyong ultimate beam. So how do you do that, or how do you determine if your beam is doubly reinforced? So you need to assume first that it's singly reinforced beam. So assume ka na singly reinforced, we need to proceed to the usual computation for our MN. And then you get your, if you set this, no, this is the built-in condition, okay, greater than or equal na siya dapat. And then we have here the still ratio, but in our previous examples, we are using our C and C max. Pero the same variable because your still ratio is actually your ES over PD. So the variable na like so na sila. So if the rebars are given, you can solve using or you can determine using your still ratio, or in the case of our previous example, and I think in a good example will be using Cmax, and then we are going to show also pinsan si Rhomax. Okay, and this there are two ways to determine if it's a doubly reinforced beam. One is through still ratio, and the other one is through the moment capacity or the given moment sa inyong problem. Okay, so if rebars are given, you might want to use this one, for the C, if the rebars are given. Pero if the rebars are given, like in this example here, we are going to determine the required area of compression. Pero ang mga given is siguro na kay mga dimensions, na kay mga loading, aside sa loading na kay length or span or at least na nakaspecify na sa problem to help us determine our MU. Okay, so if that's the case, you're going to determine your beam, no, as doubly or singly using by comparing these two. So M max meaning kato na nino i-max out na to si singly reinforced. So to determine that, so ito po natin sa A max equals to bitawan si max, no? So si max man ta. Okay, so magamit niya po din si max. Okay. And then if less than that, yung mga values kaya sa inyong maximum, then we call it singly reinforced. Otherwise, that's already doubly reinforced. Pero kaya na rin, if mabaliktad sa everybody, that's already your doubly reinforced. Okay? So, I'm not sure if medyo magugutan, but the idea is aside from our singly reinforced beam, nalay budugang ng mutabang sa iyang salo sa mga excess na ito moment. That's why you have your total nominal moment capacity. So, more po ni katong T-beam. That's why i-include din siya sa T-beam. Because the idea is the same na kay sino sa TV na kay MN or ES prime or ES natin sa web portion na kay ES or MN sa plunge code na section. So you add that, you will get the total nominal moment. Okay? So in a way, we save lang. So we have there what's this? Rectangular beam with FC prime 35 megapascals. Our yield strength for our rebars is given at 415. I think that's grade 60 again. Pero nila lang round up. Instead of 4127, nila lang i-move 415. That, okay. And compression fiber, pagkakong sa centroid sa inyong tension rebar, that is called your P. No? And then this one here is your cover. But basically the cover ng karagin sa atong compression bar is what you call your D prime. And this will become important in a while, no? Dito sa atong computation using our compression steel, no? Because the compression steel ron will rotate dito para makuha na to ang iya whatever atong gusto or kiniba ka di para rotate dito para makuha na to iya capacity. So, this one naka A minus I mean P minus A over 2, no? Because this is from the center of our stress block follow yung ini sa atong tension level. So kini na for MN1 again the usual na single force D minus A over 2, pero for the excess moment you will be using D minus this one because this is actually this distance here. So minus D minus D prime. So take na siya diya for okay. So D prime, so this is now D prime. This is our height, 700, and our cover is 80 mm. So basically, the same na yan siya na sa atong construction, no? to avoid errors or mistakes dito sa site. Equal na lang na siya, no? Equal na lang yun na siya. But not necessarily that equal na siya sa atong mga examples or sa examples sa atong mga libro or sa internet. Okay? So in this case, naitabo lang ng yan equal. And again, sa actual na, you might want to have this a uniform covering. No? Okay, para sa steel man, is yung mga glaso, no? Na dipunta. Okay? Dapat equal to nila, dapat equal to na siya, no? Para yung stira po, hindi maglaylay o so that's for practicality, practical purposes, no? Equal. Then again, no, depende yan po sa problem, sige, sabon. Just be careful lang to interpret. Okay, so we are going to determine the required area of compression. So in that case, basically you will have your single force plus dayon you can also represent it this way, kanang atong puro lang steel na section. So this is your ES, this is your 1, this is ES2, and this is also your ES prime. Later on, we will see no reality sa value si ES2, si ES1. So kita na palihan siya. Okay, so we need to assume na single reinforced beam. So in that case, we're going to determine the nominal capacity of this section. Okay, so para ma-solve na ito niyang pini, so this is your nominal section for this beam, and then the nominal moment also for this beam. So saan ganito siya? One. If malaman tao, nakabalog nila ES. Nakabalog. Wala po nakabalohan ng ES prime. Wala nakabalog. Okay, so okay. Tama ba? So yung M. So MN Paris. Atong sa concrete, no? Sa concrete man eh. So ini atong ipa-rotate dito, no? Because we don't know this. So masolve nato si ADH. Okay? Nga mo siguro ito. Kunin nga, no? 2.85 prime. Sorry, ang palay dito. times 35 times A times B times your B, which is 620 minus A over 2. So, kailangan siya ang panatan. Panatan siya magamit. Just check that. We cannot use that first, no, because that's the let me see. It's the total capacity of our beam. So here we figure out the A max. And A max is 903, no? Strain is limited to 0.004. So that would dictate us, or that would tell us that our C max is 3 over 7. Okay. So the candidate is zoom at strain equals to 0.004. C max is equals to 3 over 7. And the P of 620. And how do we pareho? To have our I'm going to introduce you na lang the equation for the rho max. Let's try later na kung pwede ba siya. But for now, I'll just follow na lang the solution there in which ay rho max. No? So for the rho max, we can derive this to straight diagram, but we just have to nalagay dito. So this is 3 over 7 times your 0.05 FC prime times beta 1 over your Fy. So sa gikan, it's actually from here, 0.003 na sira. And then the limit here is 0.004. And then this is basically here our C max, no? And then equating the sum of the equations, no? Definition of Ds over Ed, you will come up with this equation. So ato na lang ang pasagdan sa diha, meaning ana yan itsura. Okay, so what do we need in that equation? We have beta 1. Given naman ni Fy is given, so pinili wala. Our concrete is 35 megapascals, no? So ang beta 1 is 0.55 minus 0.05. 0.05, right? 0.05, right? 0.05 over 7. times which is 35 minus 8. Okay, kilala sila. Ah, 80 lang. No, 20. Our max here is equals to bilang 0.0245. 245. Okay. So from there we can get our PS max, no? Because again on our still ratio is AS over AD. So therefore, if that is max, we can also get our PS max. We have a 240 there. So therefore, PS max is equals to 533 333 5,000 point. What do you mean by this? Yeah, let's just stick to this. 5316 2456. That is 5333 point. Usually ito dili ra magbuka. Yeah. 533. Kini tulo ka 3. Yeah, so okay, 553.49. Kung idiretso na, no? Idiretso na siya. Okay. Kung idiretso kini siya, i-multiplyan of PD. No, okay there. Okay. This is, and I think this is adding the console. So 533.49 square. So this is our AS max. And again, yung max out. The idea here is ma-exhaust kita na yan. Kung ano yung strength ay napalay mo tabang is the compression na pati speed. Okay, so basically na-max out ang atong single reinforce. That's why you have there your AS max. No, or the way pag na-solve sa'ya is kung na solve for your low max. No? So, but if we are given sa tato. Anyway, we are looking for our MN. So, MN siya. Kung isa po para so after this, you're going to equate this dito sa inyo PMN. So PMN, that's actually
sir ka.
Yes.
Times naman ang P-max pag nag-visit ka.
Yeah.
Oo, sir.
Because it.
Oo. Dahil ilagyan mo po.
Mo lang ito kung diretso siya kini i-type siya sa busy diretso mo ni makuha.
Wala na.
Pero kung kuan wala ito. So pwede mo din na you can do this na ako okay pwede rin tama but this is follow the example na iyang diretso pa so is max FY so this is the tension na to. This is the tension niya i-gamit. This is B minus, since max out money, so this will also have max out A. No? So A max over. So we need to have our A max first. In this case, so where do we get our A max? So, we get our, mo dito, padulong na niya kung ito sa katong A max or A equals to C over tawan. Ito ba? So, A max ni siya, max po ni siya. For our A max, we have, pila ba itong C max? So, itong C max is max is equals to A. Ganyan lang ang conjugate format. So we have our 3 over 7 times 16 20. So our C max is actually 65.71. Therefore our A max is equals to 208 something. That's lesser. What's our beta one? 8 months. So 212. Mas gamay si A. Yeah, so mas gamay si A dapat ka C. 212. 2.57. So we now have our A max. You know, this is because max out na ito. Severe force. How much? C max times beta 1 because C is yeah, it's actually C times beta 1. That's what C times beta 1. Okay, so we have our PMN. We can actually get our PMN in this one. Tignan na rin natin ang P. I will erase this one. Wala na i-healing state diagram. So right here, PMN equals to ES max. FY times D max over 2. So you have your 5.49 times your FY of 415 times 620 minus 212.57 divided by so payment is I guess you can reader nyo siya in wala pang i-divide. Pila siya? 1,000? 1137.06 ESM na lang siya. Okay? So, wait lang wait lang because he's not using 0.948 P. We need to have a reason sa di ba na naman ko i-mention for compression control and then anti-tension control and then somewhere between transition compression control.
Wala ko nag-1 over 1,000. Wala na.
Transition zone and then tension.
Sige, ito yung 1,000 numbers.
So, sa ganito, kung tension control, your P is 0.9. Kung compression control, your P is 0.65. Transition is actually linear interpolation. But let us revisit this for a while because nagbalik kami sa ito. So we have here, in the problem, we have here as 0.004. So kung 0.005 lang muna na siya, sure ta na mag-pension control na. Although yield na lang siya, basically, this 0.004 is still in the transition zone. So the definition of this in terms of strain is your ES, your strain of your steel is less than 0.02. That's for the compression control. And then for the tension control, your ES is should be greater than 0.005. So, kung ano yan, kung gagawin ko ng test, diba? To check if tension control siya. But for transition zone, strain ko na yung steel is in between your 0.02 of 0.005. So, we have here our condition in which 0.004, so it should be between this value here. So in that case, this is actually a transition, but transition zone concrete. So we have to compute our field for that. So for the computation is actually mag-linear interpolation. Let me just check ito pa previous na ito na. I think not sa pagsugod, no? Sural na here. So, nasa itong NECP, yes, correct no? Naatay turn on lang kanali. Just like to share this one. Clarify lang niya sa it's actually here. So, muna sa NECP, no? Kasi ito kabantayan ng mga water na siya minus. Na siya minus na? That's for the minus. Nandiyan po sa iyo si NECP. Nakabantayan. But anyway, this is the reduction factor. No? So, kung ito na-apply 0.005 yan ang tingin. And it's called your tension control. No? So, mga natin parameter to determine if it's really tension control. And to make sure that's happening, so ito tuluwagan to, you have your strain plus 0.003 kung galing kita lang to ensure 0.005 din siya. Okay, so we are actually in the transition zone because of this given. No? So, it's so happened na in this problem, ngayon we have a strain to 0.004. So, given it's at 0.005. So, that's why we have to adjust our reduction factor. Instead of using 0.9, okay, so sorry, 0.75, it's 0.7. This is for spirals. I think we are going to use this one. So, muna yung game niya 0.65 dapat reduction factor in conclusion control. So to check no kung to determine kung sa itong reduction factor na gamiton or the resistance factor na itong gamiton, you need to use this equation if you are under the or within the transition zone. So please compute for me if mo total ba siya o 0.814 or 0.81 something. Dila? Ang answer dapat ano? So T is 0.005 minus TY. This is I think the actual. It is a and 0.004. Yung 1. Sorry. Last discussion natin plus 0.25 na alat na lagi 0.9. So kita na si kana si PY minus puro po siya minus. I think that's leading deny Y strain that we lead. Ang isa 5.7 pero spiral kung na siya so di na siya malapit po. We have 4 beams man po, no? 4 beams transverse reinforcement na siya. Sa kodo man po, you have to pwede na siya na yan na tayo yung makita na nakatay 4 columns, no? So pwede po na siya na naka-spiral. Kanang po lang yung siya. Kung TY, yeah, I think not this, I think more 0.0. 0.00. Yeah, so yeah, kung ano yung pagkikitan kanila na 0.002. I-try na siya, but the pinning is 0.004.
Ang EP sir?
Oh, ang E sa lagi per 0.002 na siya. Pumantan ko mo siya. 0.815 sila? 816
Ako sir,
let's use that one. 816. Kasi yung gamit ko ito, Y. Ang gamit ni Ma'am Kakapin.
0.002 ako sir.
0.002 lagi yan. 0.002 kayo pa. Para siya. But anyway, yeah, that's how didiretso mo siya sa itong para to example ko. So I just have to show it na we are, because of the problem, yung siya na nasa yung set na limitation. So our P is actually sorry, 85. 85 or 85 sir. 85 so 1137.06 divided by 0.816 0.817 hindi gamit.
I also get 0.816666.
8166 or 817. So, ito ay follow. For example,
139.75.
and then mahimo siya yan i-multiply. Yan i-multiply. Wala niya i-multiply. Sakto lang dito. Basically, MU. MU is equals to
Resistance factor.
PN. Para makuha itong MN, i-divide dapat. Base sa pag-isa sa pag-notation ng amin. Pero MN naman eh. No? MN naman siya. MN naman siya. And then...
Anong iwala ko isa?
MN man siya sa atong stress diagram. Di ba? Sakto MN siya. So, pala siya Paris dapat. MU dapat di ba?
Oh, sir.
MU lagi din siya. Oh.
MU.
Kung MN na kana siya. So MU over so MU di dapat. So kung MU ni siya, ayaw pa dahil sa mag-multiply sa MU ni siya. MU dapat times 0.817 times 77.06. So kaya should be
28.98.
Pero di ko convince na kung inianak lang niya kung ano ba inianak lang niya kung sulat na so PNN this is yes, it's yeah, correct. Kung ano siya, i-hear naman siya. So, MU yeah, that's MU. That's MU. MU na rin. Okay, sakto niya. MU, para mahimo niya siyang MU, we will, MU is equals to PMN man.
Yes, sir.
So, para mahimo ni Juan, in terms of MU, si MN ato siya i-divide sa and then cross-multiply para makuha na ito MU. So, MU man yun is lesser than MN. Always magiging siya na lesser than MN. But it's happening here that our resistance factor is 0.817. So this is the ultimate moment capacity of our or singly. Singly ba? Ano yan? Na-immune siya because we need to compare this with our ultimate code na given here. Okay, so what I said, siya solve as MU. So the total MU code is 1,065 minus your 928.98. So therefore the excess there is equals to 236.0. So sa mali siya yung sa itong condition nila if MU is max man tanong less than it's singly, no? Pero if max is sabat, masuk to ba? Meron ba to? It should be dupli. So atong M max there is 928. This is our maximum for our singly. So that's our M max. Our M max there is 928.98. Pero ang ato required na MU is 1165. So this one is kunin ana na siya. Singli to na sila. Singli. Yeah, but anyway, though this is don't be reinforced problem. We just check. Kasi sa'yo po siya. Mas dakot man ang MU guys sa max. max is dapat lagi doubling yan. Yeah. So, dapat wala na daw, dapat si M max, since M max is less than your this is the required capacity man. So you're going to decide that to compute that as doubly reinforced. It won't make sense, no, guys? And ang 28 naman, kinanglan niya is 165. Kinanglan na siya na issue na correct. So, this is the correct one. I-clarify na lang to later na tomorrow na later on. Okay? So, this is the correct sense because katulad yung gamay man ni gamay ang kaya versus sa iya unta kayahon. So that's why you're going to decide this as doubly reinforced. Okay? So we are nanatali, no? We have our M in 1. So this one here is our 928.98 in M. So atong required is 1165 in M. So how do we solve this one? We're looking for the area of the compression steel. So we will get our compression steel from this one. Kailangan naman tayo given man ni solve na po natin ni. So therefore we can solve F2. So in that case, 8F2 ako ni, muna na si 2, 2, 3, 6. This is our sorry na po din siya, ultimate man eh. So we need to introduce pa okay. So MU2 ni siya. This is MU. MU equals MU1 plus MU2, in which this is our max out. So we have MU2 equals to 1165 minus 928.98. So MU2 is equals to
236.02.
Okay, so after that, so extract here on ang atong ES atong compression zone and compression steel. ES for our compression steel. But take note na ka-multiply pa ni siya pa na pa ni siya yung resistance factor pa ito pa na tanggalan niya. Okay, so MU2 is equals to, tingnan natin yung moment yan, si C prime or si P2. Actually, the same naman lang. Either C prime or P2. ESFY man. Hindi kay ES prime FY. The same siya of moment R. So, sa so, actually, din isa kong guide is ilan si P2. P2 is your AS2. ES2 times your F1. Okay. So 6.02 341 236.02. 236.02. Dili 41. Dili na. So, na-follow. So, it's 41 here. Dili man ka siya. Okay. This is P2. D minus D prime. No? So, yun na yung gamit ako. So, this one, rotate dito sa atong compression speed. So that we can get our ES2. No? ES2. Okay, so we have our P at point 817 and our ES, which is mo ay atong ipamita. FY at ano siya ng ES2 FY. This is 415 times B, which is 620 minus 80. So pila ni si MU2? Ano, sorry, MU2. This one is 236.02. To like convert into Newton millimeter. So we have AS2 here at tension area that we need is ES1 plus ES2. So ES1 kanina, this is our ES1. So si 5 yes. Ito, I think kapunto siya sa base sa compression ko ng tulog. Nasa matutas. Ini karon kay hindi na ito rotate. Kaya ito rotate. Pero makuha na ito ni si is 2. Anyway, maklaro na natin pa natay another example. So, as I've said, this is my first time doing discussion for doubly reinforced, no? So, at ginagi isipyan aluminum. But our total na tension steel is equal to AS1 siya, AS1 plus AS2. So we have we have 533.49 plus 1289.09. So our total tension steel is 22.58 square meter. We're looking for this, no? So we have to prove na ini siya, ini should be equal. No? So sama na siya equal. So it will be equal if your compression steel, no, or both of the steel will yield. So atong compression steel would yield, our tension steel would also yield. So to check if the yield na siya, we have our check kung nag-heal we have, saan dito na ito before? Anong tanong? -1. Pero natin changes in because we're actually looking for this naman. Hindi lang na. Namatay dito. So we have 003. And then somewhere here is our strain sa atong compression steel. Okay. In which by definition this is the stress of your compression steel divided by our E. E is 100,000. Okay. So strain also this one is also your called the C-max. No? This is your C-max, and then the entire thing here is your D. Ito ba? D, no? D. And then we only want this triangle. Ito lang panakuhon. Illustrate. Just to illustrate. Sa gitna. So ako lang lipat ko. So this is 0.003, and this is for our strain of our compression steel. This one is D prime, D prime, and then this one here should be C max minus D prime. So 0.003 is to C max. Initial is to this one, and then this one, our compression, the strain of our compression steel should be C max minus D prime. That will result into 0.003 for our compression steel. That's 0.003 times C max minus D prime over C max. Okay. So pila ba ni siya? Pila kung C max nila? Minus 18, minus 3 prime, 265 plus 2. So, pila na sa times on the share 600. I mean 20,000. 20,000. 490.35. No? So, ang tatong
D prime over D prime. I over D.
rate is equal to F over E. expressing this as F, we multiply this with our E, no? So, moto siya na naka 1 siya. If 1 siya, this is yung compression skill. Para may mong F, i-multiply natin siya sa E, no? So, F is equals to 0.0021 multiplied by 200,000. Ilan siya? 419.35 pascals. And this is greater than our Fy. So greater than our Fy, which is 415. So greater than 415. So therefore, not yield ang atong compression steel, no? Steel yield, no? Or ini sa compression steel. So kung nag-yield ang compression steel, we will have going back to our diagram here. Nag-yield man siya, no? So, nag-yield siya. C prime magkano? This prime. Nag-yield man, so we can now use this as our Fy. And then our E2 is also ES Fy. So, equating C equals to T, so you will have ES prime Fy, so is to the equals ES to Fy, so mag-cancel out, no? So kung mag-cancel out the I, so the area of our compression steel is equals to the area of our T2. So therefore, in this case, as I was talking, this one is also equal to your area of your compression steel. Okay, so the answer is the area of the compression steel. So the answer is 1289. So muna din ako lang sa So anyway, I will just clarify some matters next example. So I will not include lang this one sa midterm. It's very good. Actually, kasayang din ko sa iyo. So it's very complicated.